Welcome back. Market Mastery, the 1 hour you need in this market to make you money. I am excited. We're coming in hot off of last week. 5 different trades came out of our SPY options levels that we broke down. Once again, five times these levels gave us the ability to make money by only memorizing one price range and two options contracts. It's unbelievable. There we go. Boom. Okay. I love it. Yeah, it should be live. Yeah, it should be live. Okay, cool. All right. So again, last week we had 5 different trades from our SPY levels that played out, made great money, an unbelievable return. This happens frequently. If you're not getting these levels, you need to, because this has been wild. Um, We want to get into these levels now on some of these names that we've been talking about. So again, our SPY trades last week paid out 5 times. I'm going to show you this chart here to show you just how much we nailed this. It's pretty unbelievable. So if you look at the chart here, we can see that we were looking at the bottom of range, 585 to 589. We would have been targeting 589, 590. You can see that it hit down here. 585 open, pushed up past our target to 592. So that options contract should have netted you pretty sizable amount of money. We can look up how much that contract moved today. Pretty crazy to think about that. Just following these same levels, we can continue to produce winner after winner after winner. All right, let's pull up the SPY. I can tell you exactly how much that would have ran today if you'd have followed those levels. So I think we were looking at, was it June 12th with a 590 call? Let's see. So just today, 486 to 853. So just today, the 590 calls ran 100% just on those levels. Unbelievable. 595s ran as well. So anyway, you've got your SPY ranges here. Again, if you're in a premium member in the Discord, you will get these exact trade ideas sent directly to you in the Discord. You can also sign up via email for only $4 a month, have these delivered directly to your email after the stream so that you're set up on Monday night every week with that. So nevertheless, it looks like SPY is pushing up here. We're going to have a really interesting expression. I can't wait to map these levels out for you guys because I think there's some big trades cooking right now. So if you don't have, there you go, 300% of the SPY calls per day. So if you don't have these set up, you definitely want to. You definitely want to, because this is going to be an incredible opportunity. This week is really, really interesting, especially seeing the pushback up that we've had. We are set up for a very big move, both directions. So okay, sorry, I was just boosting this out. So yeah, so the SPY is going to be very interesting. I'm going to break those ranges down. So either get into the premium Discord or sign up and get access. We could post a link in the comments to get signed up. interesting up. We're today. I'm going to break down. All right. Can you hear me? Are we back? Okay, we're back. So, all right. Look, can you hear me? Okay. These SPY levels right now, I'm going to do this as soon as the stream's done. Do not miss these. Porter can post the link in the comments. Do not miss these because I think that there's easily 100% plus move coming here. I think we're going to get really nice options trade off of these levels. You can get signed up and get in there as soon as you can get signed up. I'll have to find the link to it, but yeah, you can't miss these. Every week, I'm setting it up for you to knock it down. That's the goal. You come here, you learn, you get the money, you go home. Done and done. Done and done. So these SPY levels are going to be very profitable. So keep a close eye on this. Again, the link is in the description of the YouTube, or I don't think you find on X, but you can find it on YouTube, and we can post it in the chat here. Get access now. There's 100% trade coming out of this. I am highly confident. Again, no guarantees, but I have a very, very strong sense about the setup right here. Some of you that have been trading with me a while can already see it. It's plain as day. I am very interested. There it is right there. Thank you, Porter. There it is. I am interested in getting you guys in here so you can get these trades. Honest to God, if I had the time, this is the only thing I'd do. This is it because it's so predictable. So again, we crushed 5 of those trades last week. So imagine 5 trades where you doubled your money. How much you add? You started with $10, you double it 20, 40, 80, 160, 320? See how quickly that goes? Now, if you double 320, you have 600. Now you double 600, you have 1200, right? Now you start doubling in the thousands. Now we're talking. When you can double 10K, you've made it, in my opinion. When you can get to a $10,000 account in which you can master that account, meaning you're not losing, you're just winning consistently, you can double that account in 6 months. It's possible. Absolutely possible. Without taking outsized risk, without even fully knowing what you're doing. That's why I love trading. That's why I love it so fucking much, because it is the one business you can start completely on your own and still be successful. Like, you don't need to understand a million things or have 20 employees. It doesn't matter. You could turn nothing into quite a big something if you follow this and do it right. Just this stream alone should have paid you thousands of dollars for last year from the SPY Playmaker options trades. If it's not, you need a coach and you need to learn how to take advantage of this the right way. You're not wasting your time. You just need a little more direction. So get a coach. You can get that at the link scrolling across the bottom, or just reach out to us in Discord. But I can't impress upon that enough. If you're an in-person kind of guy or girl and you don't learn well online, then I would strongly encourage you to join Traders Paradise. We can also post the link here. It is a 4-day event coming up in June. So it's June 9th, in four-day event in which you will learn everything that you should learn in your first year of trading. You're going to learn in 4 days. So you should leave there with mastery over the basics and a clear and concise plan as to exactly how you're going to make money for the rest of the year. Every single person will leave with that. Now, whether you do it or not is entirely up to you, but you will leave with it. Mark my words. You will leave with that knowledge, strategy, personalized, by the way, and expertise to master your portfolio and turn it into an income-producing machine. Again, if you're not an online person, I'm not an online person. I'm an in-person kind of guy. This will be the smartest 4 days you've ever invested into your own ability to produce wealth. Last year, out of the 12 members that attended, which we've doubled the event this year, that's how much demand we had. Out of those 12, 11 were profitable consistently month over month since they left the event. So think about that. They spent 4 days. Last year, they only spent, 4 days, and they left with the ability to produce income on their own in their free time with the money they already have. Again, it's not go out and get a second job. It's not go out and reverse mortgage your house and never see your kids and Uber from, 5 o'clock till 10 o'clock. No. It's take an intentional hour once a week to just look at the markets and understand what's going on with money. Then it's taking a second intentional hour at looking at yourself and your own finances to understand where you actually are in life and where you want to be. And then the third hour you need to commit is to this stream, to be here to hear this. The fourth hour is the hour you're going to spend with your coach, where they're breaking down the strategy for you live on video and walking you through the components that you have questions on. 4 hours is all you need a week for Penny Boys to change your life. 4. Like, if you want meaningful long-term changes, all it takes is 4 hours. Can you replace 4 hours of Netflix and binge watching and porn and jerking off and the casino and whatever other bullshit you're doing? Can you give up those 4 hours so that in a few months, you've got thousands of dollars coming in? And you don't have to manage anyone. You just spend 4 or 5 hours a week talking to some people, getting some research, and then taking some trades. Literally, it's that easy. Everyone thinks this is the most complicated thing in the world. It is not. But you are the most complicated thing in the world. Your humanity, or really your lack of understanding of your own humanity, is the sole cause of you losing money. It has nothing to do with your trades. The trades are the second part that come after. And they're important. And that's why you can be good at this by just copying someone else. I know some people that they don't care to learn. They just copy the trades we post. Boom, done. Great. That's fine. Now, personally, I think you should have some autonomy and you should have some understanding of what we're doing. But honestly, if you're making money, who gives a shit? If you're making money in the time you're willing to commit, who cares? So for those of you that this just isn't clicking or it's just slightly off, then that means you're trying too many things. You're doing too many strategies. You're listening to too many fucking people, and you need to stop. You have to sit down with yourself and decide first, is this something I really want to do? Can I commit 4 hours? Because I would say that's what it takes. If you're asking me, hey, Austin, honestly, if I want to become a trader, really, how much time a week? 4 hours. If you can commit 4 hours in a month, that's 16 hours total. In those 16 hours you would have spent, instead of those hours costing you money, they should turn over into now producing you money. It's kind of like when you get in just good enough shape and you have just enough muscle that it raises the amount of calories your body consumes a day, even in a state of rest. Surprise, surprise, it's easier to stay healthy if you get healthy. I don't go to the doctor after I get better. I go in an effort to get better. So if you're blindly trading and throwing your money at the market just so you can buy Ken Griffin another yacht, I would really encourage you to pause, find some mentorship and guidance. You can literally get it at the link below. You could stay on this stream and get it. You can call Morgan Stanley and ask if they'll help you. Personally, just click it and learn it. Or at the very least, just follow people that understand it and are good at it, and then copy them. That's simple. So digging deeper into this, again, I'm going to break down these levels for all of you guys that have access. You will get these trades sent directly to you, and you will crush. And I think this will be a huge money week for you. So congratulations. If you do not get these trades, you do not have access to the Spy Playmaker trades, you need to get access. There's the link to get access. It's $4 a month. It is literally nothing. You piss away $4 on things. You probably have, I guarantee you everyone here has at least $4 in subscriptions constantly renewing that they have no idea about and haven't used in a month. So pay for something that'll actually pay you. And that's the whole point. This was meant to be extremely scalable. So my goal is to sell 50,000 memberships at $4. Yes, it's way too cheap. I know that. But that's the point. I'm much rather have 50,000 people making money and paying me to do it than 50. And I charge what it's fairly worth. So get access so that you get these trades sent directly to you, because you're going to regret not having them. Because again, I think there's 2 or 3 100% plus trades in this setup that will occur in the next week and a half that I'm going to break down for those that have access, and we're going to crush it. So moving on, a couple quick updates on the ones we're always talking about. Palantir, how far will it go? 132 is at the top. Well, clear double top setup could have happened here. It didn't. It pivoted. Now it's support. I would say as long as Palantir stays above 124, I'm just going to do a quick recap on the ones that you guys always are asking about or that I received the most DMs about. So above 24, Palantir is bullish. I still like it. Again, we bought this at, so I actually marked it on this chart so I don't ever forget. So we bought it here at just below $8. Can you guys see that? We bought it just below $8. Institutions started loading up at 22. So we were already up 300% when they started loading. We are currently up like, I don't know, 1,000% or something. So I'm not buying more here. I'm just updating for those that are continuing to trade this and take advantage of the movement. This, and then there's NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, same thing. My cost basis on NVIDIA is like $15. So we were buying right down here. You can see that we were buying right down here. This is where it is now. We were buying right down here. So that's another trade that was like, I don't know, 1,000% plus. And back in January, we actually mapped out what a bullish and a bearish case would look like for NVIDIA for our members, and we nailed it. So these lines were here before the price action printed out. I'll show you the replay, actually. So we were talking about what NVIDIA was going to do from here when it broke out, and we basically outlined two outcomes that we covered live for you. Here's how they went. So again, this was my bearish projection. Look at that. I'm going to pause it right there. My bearish projection hit, well, the exact target was $93. It went just below to 87. But that was a short we called out that would have netted you 100%. And then as you can see, now the move is following the bullish potential because here's the midline. So we nailed the bearish. Now we're about to nail the bullish too. Again, we called NVIDIA out at right here at $13 in November of 22. So it's up 1,000% plus. I'm not buying more. I just want to share with all of you that I think above 130, NVIDIA is staying bullish, and you guys should continue to see the ride. Sam, that's a good question. What I don't do the Qs, but if you trade the Qs, the SPY playmaker will work for you. It's straight. Honestly, the SPY is easier to trade anyway, in my opinion. It's going to be slightly less tech driven, so it won't be as volatile. So it's a little easier to read. Basically, what I do is I break down the exact levels of the SPY. Like I map out every single piece of the SPY, like every single level. So all these lines you see here, we zoom in on just the relevant ones. And basically, I break down for the week. Here's the exact two option SPY contracts, the only two I'm going to trade. I give you the exact strike, the exact expiration. That is there's a calculated method to that madness. I find the single highest value options contracts based on time, price, delta, everything. We find arbitrage opportunities that also will pay out in terms of trades. So if I think SPY is going to break out $5, we're trading that upside. If I think SPY is going to break down $5, we're trading that downside. I'm breaking it all down for you in a bull and bear case, so you can just watch the price. And after the price breaks the certain levels, then you know bullish or bear, and you also know the exact option we're going to trade to take advantage of that move. That's what you get, just for a quick explanation. But that was a great question. Thank you, Sam. So that was Tesla was the last one, and then we're going to get into some smash or pass to start getting your names ready. Tesla's the only one that's looking a little dicey here. Again, this is another one. We called this out at 130-ish on the breakout. Then Lee called it out at like 105 in the Discord. We bought more. And then Shay and I called this out at 140 on the live stream on this actual show. where we talked about buying more to the upside, in which we did. We loaded up at 140. We literally doubled our money and then some, and now we're trading at about 338, 340. So we're doubled our money and still holding. I added TSLL for leverage for the Tesla trade, and we crushed it. 100% runner, loved it. Other than that, there's really just a few other names I'm watching, CrowdStrike being one of them. Unbelievable that this move back last year happened, and that it basically happened again, creating an incredible buy opportunity at 300, and then this thing's just off to the races. Alternatively, if you don't like technical analysis or it's not your skill set, I would highly suggest getting Stocks Buddy. Does all the technical analysis for you, including calculating an automated stop loss, which it calculated at 300 here for this. Sam, yes. So great question. So we even like down to the we even our lifetime members, for example, in Penny Boys, they receive like literal one-on-one sessions with the analysts to break down the strategy, manage the portfolio, and improve the outcomes. So that's like the highest tier, where we're spending a ton of one-on-one time, personalization, customization. Those are the most successful traders in the group that have been here the longest, tightest community kind of segment. Everything from that all the way down to this, which is $4, where I break down the 2 SPY options contracts I'm trading for the week and giving you the exact levels that I'm trading them. So basically my master plan of profit, I'm breaking all that down to you. There's no guesswork in it. You just literally follow, validate, and act, and then you make money. That's how I've always done it. So yeah, there's different offerings. We also teach you how to trade options from the beginning through our Trading Education University. So if you need help with that, we could help with everything from top to bottom. So again, CrowdStrike continue bullish. I don't see any entry opportunity here. I think that it's just blowing up, and there's not much that we could do. Quick update on a position I've been holding that's just been a nothing burger for us. I mean, it was green, maybe 10%, but that was it, which is Pennant Park, PNNT. We were buying this in the low 6s and the 5s, right? There's where it was in April. Came down to 576, so opportunity to buy below 6 was there. It's consolidating. I really would like to see this inverted head and shoulders play out here. I think that it's key to this move really happening. So we'll see that last shoulder really form and get sexy, and then I think we're going to head back to $11. So that's that one. So let's get ready for Smash or Pass. I want you guys to get a ticker. I want you to drop it in the chat. All I ask is that you drop 1 per comment. Don't drop a few in a comment, because I'll just use the comment to put it on stage. But if you have a ticker you want to quickly analyze, I will give you my 30-second knee-jerk reaction, buy, sell, hold. Then you will go about your day having more information than you started it with, and hopefully you're a little bit smarter and have a little better opportunity to make some money. All right, Rocket Games coming in hot. DDD. Oof, what is this? This looks tough. Oh, a lot of reverse splits. I don't know enough about this company. It looks like exit liquidity. If I'm being honest, it looks like they're pumping this price to try and get out before they have to reverse split and hopefully fix their internal financial structure. This looks like a mess, so I'd be very careful with this. Be very, very, very careful. Very, 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 very careful. All right, Smash or Pass. Come on. Where are these at? Let's go. Game time. Drop that ticker in the chat. Come on. Y'all know better than this. Mm-hmm. There we go. Boom. Now they're showing. All right, let's get into it. DraftKings. What's up, Ron? How you living? Are you coming to Traders Paradise, Ron? In June? I hope to see you there. DraftKings. Rough. Who's selling? Yeah, I think this one's got another down move in it before you really see it go up. Like it's starting to tighten. Like the oscillation's starting to tighten. You always want to see that on a chart. Keep in mind that we're really just talking like geometry and macro patterns here of how things work. That's how DraftKings. That's how all structures work. Not saying DraftKings is going to blow up down the line. I'm just saying that the market structure will always tighten like that in anticipation of growth. So that's what this looks like. It just looks like it's way too early. Like, so this is just too early. It's too messy. Structure's not there. Above 30, I'd say it's good. So I personally, if I had this and I was holding this name, I would set my stop below the local low, which is about 30. Because if it breaks below there, you have opportunity to go down to 18 again, which I don't think you want to do that. So let's get into it. Cobra Fam, 140 called June. I don't really be doing it like that because options is a totally different animal. If you're asking questions like that, I hope you're in the Discord because that's where we're calling out these trades. What is it? The 140 called June 20. Oh, it's not that bad. It's just you're taking a risk into earnings. I'll just tell you that. Holding Nvidia options through earnings is one of the most irresponsible things anyone could do. So just keep that in mind. I would never do that. To me, I would only trade that intraday, or I would carry a swing only if it was leveling up into a new range. So if Nvidia was breaking out 150 right now, above 153, I would hold it. Otherwise, I would take the day trade win and I would get the fuck out. Unity's been a great long hold. I think we've maintained a 20% net positive increase here. This chart just looks disgusting. Like this is just about to just get filthy and explode, dude. So we bought this at 16, 17 bucks, currently trading at 26. So we're up like 40, 50%. This was unbelievable. Great trade. And now the bulls are coming a calling. I think this thing is setting up actually for a long-term move. I'm feeling an options trade here on this one, guys. So I'm gonna do some research, and because we're up on the $40 call already. So we had the $40 call for 2026. We're up 129%. Yeah, we're up 129%. Damn, this was down to 86 back in May. I didn't even see that. I'd have bought more. But we're up 129% on our Unity calls, and I think that we're going to be spot on. This is going to be a huge trade that's going to make us a lot of money. Congratulations to those that follow the trade alert. Again, the link's at the bottom to get access to these when they first get published, not after the fact. So again, we bought this at 17 bucks. It's at 26 and change now. So the goal is to be first and win. PSTG. Oh, okay. This chart's not bad. I don't know anything about this business. I imagine storage is pretty consistent, so. Looks like you're at trend line support. So I would smash this as long as it doesn't lose that trend support. This is a pivot going right through the middle. So we went back to 2020. I would say this is a pretty concise, like I would trust this analysis because there's enough data in there. So I think this one is quite interesting, actually, at 53, as long as it holds up. Oscar, what the hell is that? Oscar Health? This? I met a guy that did some sort of Charlie telehealth. It's bullshit. I feel like they're all just choosing these one word. That's kind of interesting right here. I would say it's a smash above 1350. Smash above 1350. There you go. I like this. You guys are rapid firing. This is good stuff. Keep hitting. I like it when they're fast. What the fuck? Dude, how? Okay, how? How? Like how? How is this even possible? What is this? What the hell's going on here? This is O'Reilly Auto Parts. How on earth? Oh my God, can you imagine in the 90s? You bought this stock for $2? Oh my God, I gotta see what that percentage would be. What the hell? It's gotta be 10,000%. It's at 1370. That's a 68,400% increase. What the hell? Dude, how? Because I mean, this was already happening in the early 2000s, but it like really escalated during COVID. So now tell me, looking at this chart, here's a real moment for everybody here. Looking at this chart, okay? A retail auto parts store outperformed the entire market by a wide margin. This is why. This is why this stuff matters. If you don't see the life-changing potential of buying some dog shit $5 stock on a whim, and say you buy 100 shares, $500, you now have 100 grand and you did nothing. So if you don't see that this is the engine, I guess, that is basically like, look, you either put your money in this thing or it becomes less valuable and disappears. Those are your choices. Your $1 in O'Reilly Auto Parts, $1 if you invested it 30 years ago, is now worth $1,300. So the question is, did O'Reilly's business really grow and expand? And obviously they're pricing in future potential. Did they set themselves up to be one of the most like undeniable successful auto parts dealers in the world, or and that they're just a better company, a better business than the general United States economy? Or is this the chart that shows you how little your dollars are actually worth? What if nothing's really changed since COVID, but the idea of how much value each dollar holds? And what if everything that happened after this was all a lie? Shit to think about. What is RGC? Well, all right then. That's some good stuff. Assuming it's halted. Wow, that went to 700. Damn, dude. What's impressive to me is that O'Reilly's done it for so long. That's what really impresses me. Oh my God. All right. Do we have any more submissions? But if looking at these charts doesn't tell you that your money's better here than somewhere else, I don't know what to tell you. This one trade, if you took it $11 on the 17th of March, so 2 weeks ago, your $11 is worth almost $1,000. Where else in one day can you turn $11 into 1,000? Not many. Not many at all. Almost feels too easy sometimes. So last chance. Let's do it. Smash or pass. Pop that ticker in the chat. Let's see what you guys got. What are you cooking on? CPNG. Go bang. Ooh. 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 Interesting find. Very interesting. What does this company do? Go bang. Hmm. Pretty wild. Huh. All right. I don't know what that meta.v is, so I'm going to skip over that. We're just going to pull up. Oops. How's one that somebody was talking about? So there's some about some sort of government contract, and someone asked about this last time, and I wasn't buying into it, and now it's at $9, and it has to hold here. So I would say this. Looking at this, like if it doesn't hold right here at like $8.50, $9, this will come back down to 2 or 3. So this is one that I personally would not mess with, and I'd play very carefully, just because it, yeah, it's just something suspicious here. Something suspicious. I'm gonna go back to this Coupang real quick. This is real interesting on the monthly. Bullish on the stocks, buddy. Monthly called out at 17, went to 28. Damn, that was a hell of a trade. Stocks, buddy, for the win. All right, bullish on the daily, and it's broken out of the breakout channel. RSI is turned up. Let's look at the weekly. It's a little high. So this thing needs to cool down a little bit, but there's definitely an opportunity here. This was a good find. Look at Tammy getting it in. I love that. Last call. Are there any that you guys want to look at? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bang. Let's take a quick look at Baba here. Oh shit. That's not good. Yeah, Baba just is not. What the hell? Well, we'll still hold. How are all the buy now, pay laters doing now? They're still holding up. Look at that. And quick look at Slamazon, Jeffy's Playhouse. So remember, we outlined this 189 as the bullish flip point. So always keep that front and center. Very interesting. Look at that wedge perfectly. We talked about a breakout over 189. Did it once, twice, 3 times. All right, we'll do 2 more and then we'll call it a day. All right. Oh, PSQH. Very risky, but if this holds, this one could be interesting. So I'll just watch this level, $2, give or take. RSI just broke out. I think likely this is going to see some upside, more than likely. That's what it looks like, at least for the PSQH. It's just risky because below this, it'll go real bad. Or to nothing. You never know. UEC. Loading. So this one would be Rock. I don't know if you're coming to Traders Paradise. I hope you are, but this is a great question for Lou. Lou Bassnees, who will be at Traders Paradise. He's the energy and commodities guy, and he knows that market very well, and he knows the small nuclear reactor market very well too, and has been early to the party with a lot of the big players that actually have the potential to scale. So I would definitely say come to Traders Paradise. Definitely ask him. That's like one of your best experts you're going to get an opinion on about this, because he has spent years dedicated to the space specifically in anticipation of the demand for the sector. So, all right, we got through them. I'm going to knock out the SPY levels and get those sent to everybody. So again, if you are a premium member or you are signed up to receive them in your email, you will get access to the 2 SPY options contract, the bull contract and the bear contract, that will play out with the levels on the chart. We also publish the charts to TradingView. So if you're on TradingView, I would highly recommend going and following Penny Boys, all one word with an I, because we post charts, trade updates, etc. And that's where you'll get them. And it's just good to follow the account because we're always posting updates, live charts, whatever you want. So if you want to come to Traders Paradise and learn more in 4 days than you could in an entire year and walk away with the ability to be profitable, you can join the Discord with the link that's at the bottom of the screen. Just create a sport ticket, send a DM, just start asking publicly, and we'll get you the info. Alternatively, we have put the link in the chat. You can see it in the description of this video on YouTube, so go click it there. We'd love to see more of you there. We have sold out all the VIP, unfortunately. I'm not sure if we've sold all the silver yet, but I want to say that we're probably close. And then we had a couple gold ticket accesses left, which means you'll still get phenomenal. So yeah, I love y'all. Come join Traders Paradise. 4 days to change your life. So I love y'all. Take it seriously. This is it. If you got kids or you want to have kids and you want to live a life, this is it. Take it seriously now or get left behind. So let's do it, baby. I love y'all. Stay blessed now. Ta-ta.